Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drevlin and this is my quest log. Oh, and I see already someone's in chat. Hi CK, I see that you're there. Glad to see you, mate. Glad to see you. So, yeah, another hot day in Sweden, and yeah, I was bored. Judgment on PlayStation 4 hasn't really gotten to me yet, so I didn't really feel like jumping into it. Oh, hang on. So I decided to... That's loud. So I decided to jump into a new MMO. I've been having this feeling that I want to try an MMO again. So at first I was thinking about trying out Elder Scrolls Online. However, just like a week ago, I decided to watch the no-clip documentary on YouTube about Final Fantasy XIV, on how the game pretty much in the beginning was just a mess at the release, and how they turned that around and released A Realm Reborn and turning it into what it is today. So I got inspired by that. Also, I have a few friends playing it, and it seemed appropriate. I mean, Stormbringers, the new expansion, was just released, or if you pre-order it, or the real release is on Tuesday. So I don't know, just felt like now's a good time to jump in. However, I haven't touched this game since the release of A Realm Reborn. At first I didn't think I was gonna play the game at all. However, having friends playing the game, talking about it, I got curious, so I jumped in and played for a month or so, leveling one character to level 50, and haven't touched it since. And I played, like, I can't remember, but the I played a cat girl at first, a pugilist, and turned her into a monk. But now I decided with the new Stormbringer expansion, I actually paid for a appearance, like transmog, or what do you want to call it, and made myself into a Viera, a bunny girl, and changed her name as well. So, but I'm still a pugilist, or a monk, as you can see, level 50. So, actually, let's log in. Might be a queue, yeah. Tends to be a little bit queue, so. And I don't know, it's just that I don't know why I stopped playing it. It didn't really click with me. I didn't really enjoy this class as much as I had hoped. I think it was during a moment in my life when in the beginning I liked playing melee characters. I liked being in front of the enemy and all, but slowly that has changed into enjoying more ranged type of deals. So don't want to really start leveling a new character or a job from 1, so I'm gonna push Monk to level 60, and then we'll see, because I think that's when you can choose the new classes, like Gunbreaker. I think there's a new one which sounds really, really cool. Don't know if it's a ranged one or a melee one. While this is just ticking here, we can check it out. Let's see. I have no idea. Let's see. Final Fantasy XIV. What did I say? Gunbreaker. What is it? Is it a... Is it a ranged DPS, perhaps? Oh, okay, hang on. What's this? To have at least one of the job loss. Yeah, so I need to become level 60 to choose one of the new jobs, Gunbreaker or Dancer. So Dancer seems to be a ranged DPS, actually. Gunbreaker, come on. Oh, Gunbreaker is actually a tank. Pulling enmity or aggro, and it'll necessary to have the ability Royal Guard active to pull extra enmity. You have provoke and to divert it when you're in trouble. You have shirk. Okay, so it's a Dancer is a ranged DPS and Gunbreaker is a tank. CK, you quit Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy VIII? Why? Why? I have a bit of history with Final Fantasy actually. That being Final Fantasy VII being my first one. I just happened to get it as when I subscribed to a magazine back sometime in the 90s during the PlayStation 1 era. And from then on, I've just been in love with the series. Admittingly, it has not been the best lately, or we don't really want to talk about 13, do we? But so yeah, I actually even went back when they re-released them on the PlayStation 1, so I played Final Fantasy 1, I completed. Tried 2, didn't like the system, so I quit that very quickly. Played the remake of 3 on the DS, then I played 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, never touched 11 since it's an MMO, played 12, played the first of the 13, never touched the 13-2 and Lightning Returns. And then we have 14, the MMO, which I did try and jumping into right now. And then we have Final Fantasy 15. Also watched like the Final Fantasy Advent Children movie, watched the Spirit Within movie as well. I even bought and watched the movie that acts like the intro to Final Fantasy 15 as well, so... Oh, come on, CK, you loved 7 and 8, but lost interest after that. That's too bad. 9 is my favorite. It is my absolute favorite. I mean... Wow, this is actually taking a while. Sorry about this. But yeah, so... 7 will always be close to my heart, since it was the first, and actually I met a friend through that game at school, since we both played it, and then through him I met like all these other people, so in a way, thanks to Final Fantasy VII, I don't know really if I would ever meet the friends that some of them I still know and hang out with. It's very strange. But I really enjoyed 9. I love the fantasy setting, and I love how much, how more fantasy it is than steampunk like 7. I do enjoy 7, no doubt about it, but I don't know, 9 is more colorful and a little bit cheerier. I like that. Oh, come on. By the way, CK, is the volume alright? It sounds very loud in my headphones, but looking at OBS, it looks like it should be alright. Yeah, here we go. Woo-woo! Final Fantasy. So I jumped in, like I said, I changed my character appearance and name. Did all that, dabbled in the menus a little bit, just to make sure I know to some degree how to actually play the game. However, I haven't touched any combat at all, so we'll see how this goes. Thanks, CK. Thank you for the audio input. Portion of my life. Oh, good games. Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, and Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Oof. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy VII a lot as well, and MGS definitely played a lot of that. Never actually got to play Legacy of Kain. I did, however, play the demo a lot because it was just so cool. So yeah, hi, this is my character, Yacht. She's a little bunny girl. Or not a little one, she's actually quite tall. However, let's see, haven't checked my skills yet. Boot Shine. Leaden Fist Potency 300. Oppo form bonus, what? Critical damage if dealt from a target's rear. Oh, so right, monks did want to position them behind enemies, that's right. Changes form to Raptor. Duration 10 seconds. True Strike. Delivers an attack with a potency of 220. 240 when executed from a target's rear. Can only be executed when in Raptor form. So I need to strike that, then go into True Strike. Delivering an attack with a potency of 210. 230 when executed from a target's flank. Can only be executed when Courial form. Oh, additional effect changes form to Courial. So I probably put these like 1, 2, 3. Man, look at that. I was smart. Making it easy for myself, like 3 or 4 years later. I don't know how long it's been. Okay, so I can heal myself. Second wind. Leg sweep. Stuns target, that's good. 6 bloodbath. Converts a portion of physical damage dealt into HP. Okay, so I can trigger that, and for 20 seconds I heal myself with normal attacks. Okay. Fists of Earth. Reduces damage taken by 10%. Cannot be used with Fist of Fire or Fist of Wind. Ensures a recast timer with both. Twin Snakes. Talking about Metal Gear Solid there, CK. Delivers an attack with a potency of 150, 170 when executed from target's flank. Can only be executed when in Raptor's form. Increases damage by 10%. Duration 15 seconds. So that's actually a Raptor. So I can go 1, 7, 1, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, I suppose. Lowers target strength and dexterity for 10%. Arm of Destroyer. Deliver an attack with a potency of 80 to all near... Oh, so that's an AoE. That's cool. If I get surrounded. The shock mount, like... Oh, you mean... it's the round thingy. What's it called? The ringer? I think it's actually the official one for Yeti, I believe. Should be. So, I mean, if you mean... Hang on. Let's turn on, like, this. If that's the one you mean. Don't want to hit it too hard, since that'll still make it sound... So, okay, I think... Like 1, 8. Man, this is gonna be a hell of a ride. Crits. Oh, so I control one as well. Arm's length. Creates a barrier nullifying most knockbacks and drawing effects. Movement speed. Oh, rushes a target and delivers an attack with a potency of 100. So I can rush in, it seems like. So control 3. Fists of Fire increases damage dealt by 5%. Mantra increases HP recovery via healing actions by 24. Man, this is gonna be... Oh boy. Can't remember what it actually costs, but I think it's called the Ringer, and it should be the official one from Yeti. Yeah, it has the blue logo on it. So I meant blue. But I think it cost kind of... It wasn't cheap, but I don't think it was too expensive. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it, I feel like. So yeah. For some reason, I have this quest. If it bleeds, we can kill it. But I feel like that's a little bit too much for me. Trying to challenge Ifrit. So apparently they've been kind enough to add this. Next main scenario quest. The Price of Principles. What's that? The Price of Principles. Isn't that... Whoa, I'm having sudden flashbacks. I think I'm in Ul'dah. So I can make my way up to there. I think that's like the secret place where we gathered with a lot of NPCs. I don't remember anything of the story, so we'll just... Exit room, yes. I say the shock mount is actually really good, so I'm happy with it. Yeah. Hang on, am I in... What city am I in? Can we see that somehow? Woo! Yeah, I remember this place. I remember. What's this? Payoreyo. Who are you? Oh, it's a quest actually. Decline corpse room. Don't wanna... What city is this? Oh, Ul'dah. So that means... Yeah, I'm in Ul'dah, so I should leave through the western exit, make it to the western Thanalan. Right up there. I know I can teleport by paying Jill, however I want to go out in the fields and just try the combat a little bit before jumping into everything. Is there auto run or something? Hang on. There has to be an auto run. Key bindings. R. Yeah, let's make it. There we go. And I can, yeah, good. Auto run, always good to have. Mimio mio. That's cute. Whoa, look at all these quests. Help me, Lord of Dawns. Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. Ill-conceived Venture. The Way of the Samurai. Oh, okay. A pop in Immortal Flames. I think those are a few of the... This is correct, yeah? Also, pre-ordering the game, I actually received this Otherite Earring. So it increases 30% XP earned, so that's good. Will get me to level 60 just a little bit quicker. Okay. Too bad it's night. Would have loved seeing this game at daytime right now. The 80th Sins of Sasamo. Okay. So can I summon... Yeah, I can summon my mounts here. Yeah! Whoa, what's that? Level 12 giant tortoise. Okay, let's challenge. I'm probably gonna one-hit this guy. Nope, apparently not. Okay, okay. Oh, striking dummies. Lovely. So... Oh, does 3 give me Oppo Oppo form? Wasn't there something about... Yeah, I don't know. So I can hit that. That. I think those are like my 3 main attacks. Yeah, okay. I think we can stop it. Quit fighting! There we go. What am I gotten myself into? Let's see. Also, I have this. I remember when I played the game before, One of the goals was to reach level 50 and complete the story to get this mount. As soon as I got this mount, I was just like, I'm done. Fate joined? I don't want to join a Fate. What am I doing? And I think that this game rides heavily on nostalgia for people who has played Final Fantasy before. I mean, just riding this Magitech armor and hearing the music, it's amazing. This is right. Yeah, this is where we're going. I don't know how much I'm gonna be streaming this game actually. I just wanted to show you like me struggling with the beginning of getting into it again. Then I'll probably play quite a lot on my spare time, like evenings and all that. But I might, however, boot up and a stream every now and then just to show you how far I've gotten. Here we go. This is right. The price of principles. So let's see if we can find it. Is it in here, perhaps? I remember this place at least. Waking Sands entrance. Enter Waking Sands. Sure. I think it should be in here. I remember this place being important for the story. Let's see. The price of principles. Yeah, there we go. I love that they've added this, because otherwise it's so difficult knowing where to go in an MMO like this. Yeah, agreed, CK. You should always play what you want and not, like, feel like the urge to, you know, just listen to people or play what's popular, because, yeah, won't turn it into anything fun, and it'll shine through. Is this it? The price of principles. Okay. Experience, Jill, earrings. As a reward, bronze piece. Ophelia appears to be lost in thought. Okay. Cutscene? Cutscene? Yacht. It pleases me to see you well. We have never met. Tataru. Do excuse me for interrupting, Yacht, my lady. The gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. Okay, so this is really like the follow-up of the ending of, like, the main game. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavors to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Yeah, CK, I played Monster Hunter World, however, on PlayStation 4, since the PC release was so delayed. So I have like 300 hours, I think, into that game or something. Some 200 or 300, I can't remember. But yeah, I have a gun launcher pretty high up there, over Hunter rank 100. Looking forward to Iceborne. Played the beta this weekend and completed all the 3 quests. Wasn't that difficult, actually. However, so yeah, looking forward to that one. Naturally, I refused him, so I have every other merchant of his ilk, alas. The syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. Yeah, CK, if you ever... I'd say that if some people tend to enjoy like the combat style a little bit of Dark Souls and those type of games, you should really look into Monster Hunter, because it's just a... Sure, it's a grindier game where everything is, you know, repeat, kill the same monster multiple times just to get the things that you need to craft whatever you want to craft. New weapons, armor, all that good stuff. But it is actually really fun and quite the challenge sometimes. Sometimes a little bit too much for my taste. Some of the, like, what do you call them? Can't remember right now. I've just lost the... There are monsters and then they, you know, they introduce the same monster, however, but sometimes with new attacks and much stronger and more HP. And those can be quite a little bit too much to me, but still a very fun game. I guarantee you, if you enjoy it, you should try out the beta if you have the chance of Iceborne, and if you enjoy like the combat, buy it. You have hundreds of hours for that in that game. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interest of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldesian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Okay, so... Quest accepted! Epic music. Go talk to other people. Okay. It's hot today, god damn. So... okay. Just up here. Good. Not talking to you, not talking to you. However, here are some people we want to talk to. All of them? Ishtola, recall your meeting with the Admiral shortly after Lominsens sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merlvib that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had just responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Luminsens to distort the fact to fit a narrative which justifies their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilla can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances Would the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. So that's a no. Thancred. Fortune begets power and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigu would be liberated if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroad, Liot. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. So that's, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't feel so good when it gets to hot CK. It just messes with your head and everything. Papalimo, I suppose. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Jill, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Ida, I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? And Urianger. List the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand whilst the other resteth ever on the hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations. Nay, not while the beast strives to labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. This but a pity we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Didn't really get many votes there, except one that was clearly a no. Wait, is this complete the quest? Oh, is this the final one to speak to? Alfinad. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, yacht. Okay. Alfinad, yacht, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it, Minfilia. The Scions of the 7th Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Oh, setting up a new base, perhaps? Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Etherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community forged through years of a concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alfinod. To cast aside everything we have built to start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make. Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alfinod. I am sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Do you ever play any MMO, CK, or... Just curious. Yay! And then I get to choose... Currency maintenance. Oh, I can change those to Jill because these are earrings and I already have one that I'm gonna be playing with, so cash it is! Quest complete! And moving on, I suppose that should be, yeah. Hello, Minfilia. Let's talk again. Once again, Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. New earrings. Hang on, do I actually have like multiple earring slots? No, ears off. It's the offhand that I don't have anything. Okay. Accept! Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, yacht. Pray attend to Alfinod. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alfinod waits upon you, and I have much to think about. No, you can't deal with all the reading. Sure, MMOs has a lot of reading. I can already feel that. However, I mean, modern day RPGs like on console or single player RPGs, they tend to have everything voice acted now, so... Tell me he shall have my answer in due time. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Here we go. Alfinod. Hi again. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfelia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Sharlayan minstrel. Sharlayan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. You haven't finished Witcher 3 yet? Man, that's a good RPG. But it's a long one. It took me about, with the DLCs, around 200 hours to actually finish that one, but I did a lot of side quests as well. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamin's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamin is alive and well. Alas, they have served to rekindle an irrational hope in Minfilia, which now clouds her judgment. This talk of Ul'dah as our home and the insurmountable difficulties of moving to Mordona, it is no more than an expression of her unwillingness to let go. Nonsense, in a word. But until tales of Flamin's miraculous preservation have been categorically disproved, I fear she will remain lost to reason. That being the case, I propose we set about disapproving this post haste. Let's see how these fanciful claims stand up to investigation. One of our most recent and this latest crop of rumors come to us by way of Father Iliud. Question him for me. I shall look into another alleged sighting and follow anon. And leaving again, I suppose. Yeah, during the PlayStation 1 era, CK, I pretty much only played RPGs. It was just Final Fantasy all the way for me. Like, a lot. So, and that has followed me, like, ever since. Okay, that's some type of event. Moving on, where do I... Up there. Is that the sign for jail? I bet it is. I have a lot of jails, so... Teleport to Camp Drybone for... yeah. I will not be riding that far. Oh, that's harsh. I didn't play on the highest difficulty, but the second highest. I felt that was decent because I still had to use like potions and decoctions, all that, like poisons and all that, but never really too hard. So I can see how you got your ass handed to you if you took a break from that. So this way? How do I get out of here? Oh, stairs. No. Guess it's in here. Yeah, here we go. Elude. How far did you get into Witcher when you took a break? I mean, since you're thinking about replaying it, how much do you have to replay? Good morning to you, Ljot. Alfino told me to expect you. Now you are doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself did not see Flamin, though I very much wish I had. I merely hearkened unto the tale of the mourner who came to stay with us. He is still here, if you wish to hear it for yourself. You will find him in the Lich Yard, I should think. Speak with yeah, okay. Speak with the visiting mourner. Oh, there we go. Can we get over this? Yeah. Oh, you actually got to Skellige. Yeah, that's a few hours into the game, I'd say. Definitely. I saw Flamin, just as clearly as I see you now. And yes, I'm sure it was her. Before you ask, I could never forget a woman like that. Now, was the nigh on 7 summers ago I first set eyes on her, and I still remember it as if it were yesterday. I'm happy to report that the years have only made her more beautiful. Where did I? Oh, Costa del Sol. She was giving lessons to Gigarujus, women, and her voice, gods, her voice, that soft tinkling Tinkling of bells resonated in my very soul. I dare not say how her song touched me. Okay. Don't know why I gave that guy the dialect, but the writing just brought that out of me, from me. Oh, back to report to Father Iliod. Ambulances going by. Such a stupid accent, but thanks, CK. Do I believe the man's tale? Well, I believe that he believes it. Though I do wonder. I doubt I would recognize someone I barely knew, whom I hadn't seen in 7 years. But if there is ever even the slightest possibility that Flamin yet lives, do we not owe it to Minfilia to pursue it? Earrings, more cash. No! Did I decline the reward? No, give me that cash. Where do I see? Is that? Oh, I need almost 900k to level up. That's my little... Okay. More ambulances? Whoa. Something big has happened. Flowers for 1. Oh, talk to you. Oh, god damn it. Flowers for 1. Father Iliud wishes to say a few words before you depart to Costa del Sol. Cooking cherry. Okay. If this woman resembling Flamin was employed at Costa del Sol, then that is where you should go. I will inform Alfinod of these latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gegerugi should remember you from your past engagements, so I suggest you waste no time and approach him directly. I doubt that, CK. I doubt that. Maybe faint from laughing. Maybe. Wait, Costa del Sol. Where do I... Where is that? Oh, okay. Pretty map. Oh, wait, hang on. Hold up a minute. Can we... How does this map work? Oh. Oh! How do I get that big map again? Display region world maps. Ah, there we go. So I am here, I suppose. Flowers for 1. It's over there. La Nocia. Costa del Sol. There we go. Makes it so much easier being able to teleport like this. Okay. Yacht. And let's see. This way we go. Oh, I remember this place. This had like a really bullshit fetch quest. You had to run around like for hours, it felt like, gathering ingredients. And then when you got back to it, the guy was like, "No, I'm just joking, I don't need those." So, thanks, dude. Speak with Masses Gegerugi. Where is he then? Is he? What? Honestly, really? Just sunbathing? Okay. Wow, someone's enjoying the good life. Don't blame him, though. Oh, sweet siren of the sands. My Mikot muse. Right, Mikot, that's the cat people. Why have you forsaken me? Titan's bane, I mean, yacht. What brings you to my humble resort? Flamin, you mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ulda? Gods, woman, if I had known that, I would have changed her to my bedpost and never let her leave. That's a bit creepy, dude. Ahem, an exaggeration for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall she mentioned Wineport. Ah, but there is no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tires of her rough way of living, she will make straight for Costa del Sol and fling herself into my waiting arms, flushed and breathless. So, Wineport? Question the residents of Wineport. And where is Wineport? Up here? Yep. Yep. So, Wineport? Imagine having to ride through all this, not having, like, money to teleport. Wouldn't be that fun. There we go. I have forgotten that this game actually looks really pretty. And the music is really good as well. Nope, not you. I'm supposed to talk to someone over here, is it? Hello? No. Is there a door, perhaps? That's the problem with warm days. I get tired so easily. Just feeling the heat. Oh, completely missed you. Jungba. Oh, you want to know if I've seen a Mikot lass by the name of Flamin? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Excepting yourself, of course. Right, there was another one somewhere over here. Do 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 do. No, wait. Inside here, perhaps? There we go. Birglent. Well, if it isn't Yacht, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Shamani Lomani. Shamani Lomani. Hey, man. Sniff, sniff. I see you've had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Yacht. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that, so robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar, reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flower which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. So, south and across the second bridge, yep, and to the left. No portals, so we ride! Oh, giant frog. Man, I'm really enjoying being back into this game for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, bees. Not the bees! Ah, here we go. Whee!